Remember those days I no get a lot. Since those days I no get Blackberry. Money no day, she dey bring my heart. And now she won't come cause I get money like Shagali.
Hello everyone, this is your boy DJ Big Fish, a Janla one of Europe, and I want to welcome you all to another episode of our podcast called the EU AFRO All Stars. This is the platform where we bring your EU celebrities that are doing exploits in the Afro industry in Europe. And you know how we do it right here. We bring the best of the best of the best of the celebrities to you on this platform. Today is going to be another interesting topic. It's going to be another interesting one because we've scouted for another icon. But before I introduce my guest, you know I don't work alone. I am here with my main man, the one and only actor that worked with me. BJ Kenny is right here with me. And today, I'm over Germany to scout for this particular icon for you. And that person is not just an artist, he is a DJ and he's also a producer. One, he has produced for so many artists in Germany and over. And also, as an artist, he has been on the same stage with most of our A-list artists. Talk about the life of Nice, talk about the lives of Wizkid, talk about the life of Davido, J Martins, and so many others. And trust me, it's going to be mad today. He has a lot of story to tell us about his experience as an artist, as a producer, and as a DJ. So, without wasting most of your time, Niki Tall, the Oyinbo boy. Baba,
Welcome to Germany. Welcome to Hanover.
Thanks for having us.
Yes.
A little bit of how music actually started with you, how you started music.
As an artist, I would say I was an instrumentalist before I started music. I grew up in a musical family. My dad is a Greek traditional music player. So I was growing up playing certain different Greek instruments, and guitar was my main instrument. And then later on, by the age of 16, 17, this is where I embedded singing into my own way of practicing music or doing covers and all of that.
Whoa.
So this was the birth time of me becoming an artist, where I would say Niki Tall, the artist, was kind of like born around 2007, 2008.
Oh. And tell me, when did you actually started doing music professionally?
I got into music. I uploaded my first cover on YouTube in 2007, 2008.
What was it called?
That was when I was doing the Gongo Aso cover.
Oh, by Nice.
By Nice. That was actually the song that brought me into limelight, I would say. Right?
Oh, nice.
So that was the moment I started doing. I wasn't doing music professionally at that time.
Okay.
It was more like that I started doing music and I started getting recognition for it.
Oh, right.
I will put it that way.
Oh, right.
And then when I continued doing more videos, that was the time where at some point I had to see how do I get my music to the next level. And this is where I actually started putting interest into production as well.
Right.
So, and I would say professionally, I started music in around 2011, 2010, 2011.
So professionally, not it?
Yeah, that's what I would say. Where I brought out like the first professional sounding records. That's the way I would. I work with a lot of local artists as well, and we are more orientated on German rap music because of the environment we are in. But I produce so many different types of genres, but it's just more like the Afrobeats where I'm known for. Right? So that's the difference. So right now in the studio, I'm very happy that you guys came over here all the way from the UK.
Yeah, thanks.
Because it's nice to be visited and being recognized by someone from outside, and then they actually take their time coming over to visit.
Absolutely.
So that's what makes it nice to present this to you. So in this studio, we are producing like a lot of different genres. And
on a very big stage with Nice.
That's it.
In the UK.
One of the greatest days of my life.
That was a big one. That was a big
that was the first One Africa Music concert that was happening in the UK. 2017.
That was a big one. I saw the video.
That was the moment where surprisingly like Nice has brought me out on stage.
That's nice.
And we did the song together, which was an amazing, mind-blowing experience.
Yeah, he was, and he also, because I watched the video, so he also gave a really, you know, a nice introduction for you, like watch out for this dude. He made a cover to the song Gongo Aso, and then it was really nice. So yeah, that's I mean, so you've been doing your thing from way back, and you know we recognize that. So why not? I mean, it's time for everyone also, because I know from what I've heard and you know what I know. Let's say what I know.
Yeah,
You're a kind of a sensation in Nigeria because you're popular with the big artists in back there, you know, in Lagos and all that.
It's
So
been some time we've been doing this, you know.
yeah, so it's
It's nice to be part of different eras of Afrobeats, you know, because the time when I started and the journey that Afrobeats has made is really like impressive, and I'm proud to be like a part of it, you know. So it's very very mind blowing to be so appreciated, you know, because it's not I don't take that for granted, you know, too, because for another nation to like you or to show appreciation for something that you're doing, it's not something, it's something you have to be grateful for, you know, because you can't force it. You can't force someone to like what you're doing.
Absolutely.
You know, so to get a recognition for that is very nice.
And I feel blessed as well for, you know, for being in this the part of it, for being a witness to the movement.
Yeah.
Because like I'm happy that this happened in my generation, because I remember in the early 90s and the mid 90s, if you go to shows in the UK or in Nigeria, in Lagos, for example, all the songs are hip hops and, you know, like
foreign music,
reggaeton bashment. So, but now, you know, we've made our mark. Prior to that, there were the likes of, you know, the big ones, the big names like the Fela Kuti, the original originator of Afrobeat music without the S.
Yeah.
You know, so and then we have the Shino Peter, we have the Sonny Ade and all those old school.
Yeah.
But then
I'm proud of the whole journey, and that I mean, it's Afrobeat's time by now, you know, and they've been reinventing themselves over and over and over again. And right now it's even at that point that different artists from different parts of the world, they try really to collaborate with those artists as well, to see, okay, you know, this is really where I say Afrobeats is here to stay, you know, because it's a whole genre on its own that has been created and that has his worldwide recognition by now, you know.
Absolutely.
I'm very proud to witness that as well, you know.
Same here, and also being an actor, a professional actor. Even when I go on locations or even in movies like Hollywood movies or even British cinemas, not just Nigerian movies, they use Afrobeat song, you know, like theme music, like they use Afrobeat in this Afrobeat song in the films.
Yeah,
that's really, you know, that's just so awesome to witness.
That's it. Or even like when you're going in shopping malls or everywhere, there are like so many good places where you are actually start hearing Afrobeats publicly, where you would have not expected the music to be quite some years ago.
You're definitely right.
That's nice.
Yeah, I hope you don't mind me.
Hit me with it.
I hope you don't mind me getting a little bit personal.
Hit me with it.
Because we are good. Because I know along your journey as an Afrobeat artist, there would be some places where you will go. For example, when you were, because I know you've performed quite a number of times in UK. Sorry, you performed in the UK, I know, but also in Lagos, in Nigeria. So I know, you know, there would be some people that will, you know, even though you're a cool dude, because now, let's say we got to know each other more and all. So I know that you're a cool dude, you're a stand-up dude and all that. You respect the culture, the music. You're just not there to, you know, just peep in, and you know, you're really doing the work. So, but I know there will be some places that you will go in Nigeria while you're performing, and they will think you're just joking, or probably they will think you try to steal the music, or, you know, excuse my French, or are you trying to copy the Afrobeats or whatever? Has there been times like that?
Actually, see, first of all, I'm a person that is not really like paying attention to the negativity. That's one thing on me. Plus,
that's nice.
As a performing artist, regardless if it's me who is doing what I'm doing or if it's another artist doing what they're doing, you will hardly please everyone as an upcoming artist.
Absolutely.
You know, because as an upcoming artist, you always fight that questions that you've been asking me.
Yeah.
You will always have to face those challenges. Exactly the questions that you've been asking me. This is what where every artist is going through.
Yeah.
You know, regardless of me being an Oyinbo guy doing Afro beats.
Yeah.
Because as every upcoming artist, you always have to gain the trust of people listening to your sound.
Absolutely.
You know, so
Absolutely.
I was always enjoying the journey, you know, throughout my whole career so far.
Nice.
So it's always there's always a challenge in everything.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
if you're not made for that, then probably entertainment is not the right thing to do, because regardless of what you're doing, there's always criticism coming your way.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, you're
So
right. Definitely.
the way I was always like I've never forced myself on someone, you know, or like forced people to like my song or whatever. It's kind of like you're creative, you have creativity in your mind. You're creating something, you give it out to people. Who likes it, who doesn't likes it, doesn't likes it, right? So and as long as you're not stepping on people's feet like that, or you're kind of like because see, some certain things about me as an artist, me as a person, I'm not this type of in your face artist that has to do some things on purpose.
So
You know,
you're just doing your thing.
yeah, I'm doing my thing.
Yeah.
And those ones who want to join and like it, they like it. Those ones who want to buy tickets, they buy tickets to come see you. You know, so that's the way I'm seeing it.
That's a very, I mean, that's a very,
because to me, I'm not the one bringing the negativity in.
okay.
You know, so by the time when it comes towards me, it's about me like answering to it or not. You know, so it would be the way I always saw it. It is, you have so much love and so much appreciation.
Yeah.
We humans, for example, like you upload a picture on Instagram, right?
Okay.
And you have 100 sweet comments, and there are 2 negative comments. Which one are you paying more attention to?
Absolutely.
So, and that's like I think it's like a natural instinct somehow
that's
to
true.
do that.
You're actually very right.
But at the end of the day, you have to appreciate the 98 people that are coming positively against you.
That's actually
because that would be like a slap into their face. You know, if you're not valuing 98 people who are happy for you instead of you paying attention for 2 people.
Yeah, supposed to be my next question.
Yeah,
like how do you feel about, you know, when you get the positive feedback from people? I mean, how does it make you feel? Does it make you feel you're doing the right thing? Or
yeah, now especially the love that I've received for the past 12 years, I would say, is so mind-blowing and amazing. That is one of the most biggest gifts I was privileged to have in my life. You know, I just released a video on Facebook and TikTok and everywhere right now, which was one of my latest viral videos, where I was saying the things about my journey for the past 12 years, since 2015, when I first time came to Nigeria, what has happened. And I've just like spoke out of my heart the way I feel about some certain things. And alone that this video has gone viral and people were like appreciating that, it makes me feel like so awesome in a way where I'm saying there's positivity out there, there's love out there, you know. And especially when it comes to, that's one of the parts that I've mentioned in the video, is the most beautiful thing in Nigeria is Nigerians.
Nice.
That's the most beautiful thing that you see over there.
Shout out to all Niki Tall's fans out there, Nigeria, in the UK, in the US, everywhere, in Germany, in Greece.
Yeah.
So that's a good one. Yeah. While you're on stage performing with big artists, like, because I know, you know, like the big artists in Nigeria, the Afrobeat artists.
Yeah.
You know quite a lot of them. I
Yeah.
know you. I know you're close to Nice.
Yeah.
And the rest of the other ones. So how do you feel when you're on stage performing with them? How do you feel?
It is, see, the feeling to me when I started sitting in my bedroom, recording my first video on YouTube, singing songs in a language that I didn't understand back then, and singing songs from a country where I've never been to. This actually feels like 2 days ago to me.
Wow.
Right? So it feels like yesterday.
It
feels like it's just like a minute ago,
Nice,
you know?
nice.
But actually it's more than 13 years right now. So it is still like, to me, see, the difference is when I'm here and when you're doing your music from here, and then all of a sudden you travel down to Nigeria, and all you're doing all over the year is just uploading different videos and music and all of that. And then you are like here and you're sitting alone here in your studio, recording things, doing music, and then all of a sudden you fly down to Nigeria, and it's more than real.
It's all massive love.
Yeah,
right
it's
there.
more than real.
That's
What
nice.
you've created over here, to see the value and the appreciation for it, and then being on stage with those artists, it's just an amazing feeling, and it's something I'm very grateful for.
So when you were in the first time visiting Nigeria, who are the artists that you met and then you did?
Actually, when I went in 2000,
spinner. As I did talk before, there was one white boy, we do Gongo Aso, Niki Tall. Niki Tall. Okay. A round of applause for us.
I met Nice in person for the first time, where they surprised me with him at Cool FM. Shout out to Dotun.
Nice,
because he was the one, D.O. to the tune, DJ back then. I know he's still there with Cool FM. And he was the one presenter who invited Nice, and they surprised me with him on the show. So, and this is where I made my first live performance on Nigerian ground too, which was for the Afropolitan Vibes concert, which was hosted by Ade Bantu back then. Full live band performance on Nigerian ground at the Freedom Park.
Wow,
this was the same place where they did the celebration back then. And so it was a very, very, very epic.
And then you went on to meet other artists as well.
Yeah, then I once Sean Teasel was performing on that day too.
Yeah.
And this is where I got to meet some of them, and we went like rehearsal in the same place before with the same band. And that's how I really like got close to a lot of them, like one-on-one in person.
So did it make you feel like, okay, now I'm doing what I love to do, the genre of music I love, and then now I'm in the room with my colleagues, to say, colleagues, and then and I bet they gave you, they gave you so much love as well.
Yeah. It's like there's so many celebrities that I've met, which actually then in real life they made you even feel like you're just colleagues. Like
shout out to all.
We're like, there are like so many. See, there's a difference. What people need to know. There's a difference between you representing a brand as an artist, and there's always like a person behind it, and you can't expect everyone to be the same all the time, right? Because if you're going to a job, and if you are kind of like a salesman for an exclusive brand that you're representing, let's say you are a salesman for Mercedes-Benz, right? There's a certain standard your clients and customers expect when they see you.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the same thing of when they see you as an artist, right? But there's the same time where you are as a private person, right? And once when you get to know people from that side, this is where you can see the difference of how wonderful some people are, and sometimes what media has presented on some certain people as well, because there's like a certain impression that has been created.
Nice.
What you think of them, then you get to meet them in person, and it doesn't even match up at all with what you thought.
Wow,
So
that's. I mean, I think I understand what you mean, like,
yeah.
because it's like being an actor myself. It's like meeting.
As an actor, it's a better example.
Yeah,
It's like as an actor,
yeah.
if you had to play a role where you are kind of like you had to play to be a murderer.
Yeah.
There might even be some people in real life that are coming to you. Why did you murder this person?
You're definitely right. That's true. I can reckon with that.
But that was your job.
Yeah, that's a good one actually. That's a good one. That's so. Yeah, so shout out to all the Nigerian celebrities because Nigerians we're nice, we're nice like that. We're really beautiful
No,
people.
for real.
The state of the country is another thing entirely. But Nigerian, like you said, the best thing out of Nigeria is the Nigerians.
Yeah.
So yeah, we really lovely people, and the food is awesome as well. So yeah, I mean it's still the EU Afro All Stars podcast.
Yeah.
Where you get the best and exclusive gist from all the celebrities in the EU and the UK, and yeah. So we're still in the studio with Niki Tall studio. It's good. I mean, I can't say it enough. Thanks for having us around.
You're highly welcome.
Yeah.
Highly
so
welcome.
Myself, BJ Kenny, and my man, Big Fish.
Big Fish.
Yeah, that's what we do. Like we go because we travel from country to country.
Yeah.
City to city.
I was like surprised when Big Fish chatted me up and he said we want to do an interview with you and like a podcast, something like that. I was like, okay. I said, are we gonna do it online? He said, no, we are coming to your place.
That's what we do.
And I was surprised, and I was like, okay, like he said, we,
listen.
right? So it's the two of you. So I was just like, okay, maybe it would be easier if I come over to the UK. He said, no, you guys are traveling.
Listen, my man, we don't play.
Yeah.
DJ Big Fish doesn't play.
Yeah.
BJ Kenny, I don't play.
Yeah.
We go straight in. I mean, we do. So yeah, this man right here is actually is an embodiment of talent. He sings. He's a musician, Afrobeat musician. He produces, and he's also a DJ. But we're coming to that. So let's move quickly. Let's move to the production part. Yeah. So do you produce all your? Because I know you had an album out.
Yeah, I've dropped 2 albums and 1 EP and many singles so far and a lot of collaborations. But you've been mentioning Now You Know.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Now you know that's the
now,
video.
Now you know is the video. It was the first song of my first album, which I've dropped in 2019, which was the 10 years album, right? Because that was that period where I was doing for 10 years what I was doing.
Wow.
And the Now You Know song is literally like a full music video documentary of how I started and what has happened at that point till 2019. And all the songs that you listen, apart from the bonus tracks on the album, all the songs were produced by myself.
You're serious?
Yeah.
That's some serious production right there.
Yeah.
So the albums, where can your fans get them?
Nowadays, I want to clear that for people because it's good that you're asking this question.
Yeah, do that.
If you don't, these days, you don't need to ask an artist, where can I listen to your music?
That's a shock.
You don't need to ask them.
You're trying to shock me.
If you're an artist, and you're not on Apple Music, on Spotify, on Boom Player, on Audiomack, on all of the platforms, then you are lacking as an artist. Because as an artist, you need to be there.
Then you shouldn't be. You're not fit to be called an
artist.
Then
you can't call yourself an artist if you are not there, right? Nice. So you as a listener, I mean. Not be my own music, the first music you are listening to, Abi.
That's so now.
Not be like say you never listened to music before.
Of course.
So, in that same Spotify, in that same Apple Music, in that same Audiomack, you are listening to other artists.
Yeah,
this is where you can find any other artist too.
I feel you. So,
apart from if the artist is not there, that means it's not legit.
So just like Niki Tall talk, every artist should be on those places.
Yeah. Where we are all there. At the end of the day, there's no magic behind it. It's not that my music is somewhere where other people's music is not.
So all artists, the songs.
Apart from if I'm doing like a pre-release to someone, I send songs exclusively to. But once when the official release date is announced, the music is out everywhere.
Wow. So in the first album, you produced all the songs except the bonus tracks.
Yeah.
What about the second album? Did you produce as much as that as well?
I produced 7 tracks myself and 3 tracks by other producers, because that was just like a moment of me where I said, you know what, there were, because the first album, it is, after the first album, producers been reaching out to me, sending me their beats.
I was about to say that. Is it because you're trying to be a little bit stingy with your, or you don't want to, you know, branch out, or you don't want to spend for other, or you don't want to like pay some other producers, or you just don't want them to mess your, you know, your ingredients?
No, it was for me. I was just enjoying to do music, you know. And when I go to the studio, I love to start with a beat, and then I love to voice it. Then I love to mix it and work on it. So I was doing music for so long just because I liked doing it, right? And when I was I've done so many songs that at that time when I wanted to drop an album, it was just for me like, you know what, I have some. The album had the album dropped in 2019, right? And the album had 19 songs on it. Whoa. Right? So 19 songs was already a long album. People used to do like 10 songs at that time.
Yeah, were there any
11
features
songs.
Sorry to
there were a lot of collaborations into it.
Nice.
There were collaborations into that. So, and I just added so many songs. So I could have made the album 30 songs. Oh. But it was just for me, you know what? I had so many songs. Let me put it out as an album. Even it didn't really make sense to. If people were like, till now, people were advising me like, oh, drop them single by single by single by single. But it was just for me at that period. You know, I want to, because I was producing so much over here in Germany. I wanted to go to Nigeria. I wanted to hold like a body of work. You know, not be like, say, they go to Nigeria, just release like every week one song or something like that.
You won't go there to do all the movement, all the work.
Yeah. So I wanted to say, you know what? Because I feel like as an artist, or as somebody that just sees music as an opportunity, for them is better to do. If you are seeing music only from the business perspective, then I would not advise someone to do an album. Okay. Because an album, people would, even especially as an artist that is not really like having a hype right now, or an artist that is an established brand, or an artist that has really like a huge fan base, I would not advise them managing wise to make an album. But even me as an artist, it doesn't take me a lot to produce 20 songs. I just need time for that.
Because you're a producer and an artist. That's the benefit of being both. You got both
so to me, I just did albums because I love doing them. Okay. You know, that was. It's not about, because see, of course, this game is 90% business. That's for sure. But at the same time, even with all those amazing things that have happened in the past more than 10 years, it's still at some point the passion that outshines everything.
Absolutely, I definitely agree, man. Niki Tall, if we're not careful, this podcast is gonna have a part 2.
Yeah, sure.
You know, it's gonna have, because Niki Tall, because he's also a DJ. So after this podcast session, we're going to the club. So you see us, you know, his whole day
DJing for you guys.
His whole day is filled with activities. You know, DJing, production, being an artist that he is, and everything. So we're gonna wrap this up quickly. So let's move. Which one actually came first? Is it the DJing, or because I know, is it the DJing that started before the production, or vice versa?
It is the DJ that has started, like even the name. I was DJ Niki Tall before I became Niki Tall, because I started DJing back then when I was like 17.
Wow,
right?
That's a long time.
When I was 17, I started DJing. That's the time where I started putting interest into DJing, because that my Naija friend Larry, who was DJing back then, who played the Gongo Aso for me, there was a time I was like really going to the club just to see what he was doing, you know. And then there was a time where I was like, you know what, I want to learn this too. And then it became more like, when he came to the club in the beginning, when everything was empty, he allowed me to play like a little bit the warm up, shows me some basics, mixing of songs. And then I got my first laptop and first software, and then I started to, you know, put music together, you know, the way I thought how it's been done. So then when I was 17, I was not allowed to enter the club on a normal level, 18, right? Because you can't enter clubs like over 18. So at that time, I literally had to wait before I could start playing.
So you're a nice boy, right? Because you know some people, you know, they fuck their IDs and go. That's
No,
let's not talk about it. So you were being a good kid. You didn't go in before you were 18.
Not really.
That's really. But because how tall are you actually? How tall?
I'm 6'4", 6'5".
Because you know that name, when people hear that name, Niki Tall, they're like, oh, he must be really tall.
Yeah, to call himself Niki Tall, right?
Yeah. So you're 6'4", 6'5". Wow,
6'4", 6'5", like 1.96 m.
Yeah.
And that makes, I think, 6'4", 3 or something.
So when you were 17, I'm assuming you were still quite tall. So
yeah, I was taller than. I was like at least like 6'2" or something like that. So I grew a lot when I was young, and then I stopped around when I was 21. So I had that height already at that age.
All right. So yeah, that's cool. So it's still the EU Afro All Stars podcast with Niki Tall.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, since we arrived in Hanover, myself and DJ Big Fish, Niki Tall has taken us around to the restaurant, you know, to test the German cuisine.
We have to cut this in, right? We have to take our mobile phone cuttings.
Yeah, we're gonna put in
this because these guys I've been taking them around here.
Yeah, indeed.
And I had them. I gave them a taste of what I'm eating over here. You know, and
so
we had a nice time. We had a good day.
You've been a good host, though. So
I've taught, I would say.
That's nice.
Because just like from watching routines from other guys, what they've been doing, and then at the same time. Because the time when I started, there was nothing there like tutorials on the internet where you could have learned everything on the internet like you can do nowadays.
What about like Fruity Loops? Because I got a friend that started with Fruity Loops.
Yeah. I mean, like, okay, that's musical production, right? But it was not like that. See, nowadays you can go on YouTube and you can type in how to, and then God knows whatever you want to learn, you can learn it from there. But back then, that was like a secret superpower that nobody really was willing to share with you. That credits goes to my dad, because
shout out to Niki Tall's dad.
Yeah, because when I was like 5-6 years old and my hands were big enough to hold the guitar, that's when I started playing like the guitar, and where he kind of like really realized, okay, because my brother is a football player, right? And I was sports-wise, I was always interested in martial arts and fighting sport. That's what I've been doing all my life. Nice. So, and apart from that, I had the music. And when my dad saw that I have talent in music and my brother has talent in different directions, he was the one putting attention, him going into his talents, me staying on my talents. And that was obviously like the music. That's how I played, that's how I managed to play the guitar. And he sent me to a teacher back then who taught me how to play guitar professionally, right? And read notes and all of that. Wow. So that's where I got the musical knowledge theory-wise from. Nice. Then we had our Greek instruments, which is like bouzouki, where you can easily adapt over to. When you know how to play the guitar, you pretty much know how to play this one, which goes for a lot of instruments that are similar to guitar and all those type of stuff. So
banjo and
so, and then I started playing the bass too. And then my grandpa from my mother's side, he used to have a lot of keyboards at home. And this is where anytime when my mom was taking care of my grandfather when he became way older, he always had to drive to his house, like to help him clean the house, because he was not really able to do it anymore by himself. And there was a time I was always there and I was bored. And then he put me in front of the keyboards and taught me like, okay, teach me some chords and all of that. So then I kind of like just like fused the knowledge of music that I had for instruments together. And when I started producing, you've been mentioning Fruity Loops, that was actually the first software that I had back then.
I'm not a musician.
But everybody had Fruity Loops on their system at some point, right?
I heard it from Big Fish.
Yeah. So, and then when I was playing the guitar, that's how I actually got into production. Where I was saying, okay, at some point, how do I get this sound into this computer? You know, that's the way I became a producer, I would say. Because then I added a MIDI keyboard to it, and then I learned how to play virtual instruments on the keyboard. And then I had to really go deep into, okay, which chord progressions are fitting together? How do I put like drums on it? And then later on, I taught myself like some other certain instruments.
How many instruments do you play?
I play right now. I play like guitar, Greek instruments, the bass, drums, keys.
Nice.
Those are the instruments that I play.
Wow, that's great.
Niki Tall, if you can tell us your social media handle.
Yeah.
Where people can get you.
For those who won't follow me on Instagram, it's at Niki Tall Official. It's NIKITALL and then official, everything together, no underscore, no nothing like that. And Niki Tall literally on all platforms. If you type it into Facebook, Niki Tall, NIKI space TALL, it will bring out the name. If you put it into Google, it will take you to all the other pages. Goes for Twitter, goes for YouTube, everywhere. I made it easy for you guys. It's not like that my name is like this over there and different over there. It's all aligned.
That's nice. So Niki Tall, I know you're multilingual as well. So shout out to your fans in all the languages that you speak. That's a tough one, right?
Also wir sind jetzt hier in Deutschland, Hannover. Liebe Grüße einmal an DJ Big Fish und BJ. All the best. Schön, dass ihr hier seid. Und alle an meine Fans da draußen, danke, dass ihr zugeschaut habt. Das freut mich wirklich sehr. Ich glaube, ihr wisst, glaube ich, gar nicht, was ich gerade erzähle. That means, I don't know, you guys, I'm very sure you guys are not, you don't understand what I'm saying right now. That's what I said in German. Χαιρετίσματα, εδώ από Χανόβαρο, Γερμανία. Αυτό είναι τώρα στα ελληνικά. This is Greek language right now.
Right, I was about to ask.
Θα το δώσω χαιρετίσματα από DJ Big Fish και BJ. Αυτοί ήρθαν τώρα από Αγγλία, Λόνδον και ήρθαν εδώ και το κάνουμε ένα podcast που έγιναν πάρα πολύ ωραίο.
That's true.
Και να σου πω τι άλλο. Καλά είμαστε, περνάμε πάρα πολύ καλά και χαίρομαι πάρα πολύ πώς έγινε με το Afro Beats που έκανε τώρα σβούρες όλο τον όρο you know? So it's very good. What else?
Pidgin. But you speak Pidgin.
That's all with a young Pidgin for you now.
So that kind of thing. So yeah.
As we did here right now, we don't have a wonderful time. Everywhere pieces, everywhere love, everywhere stew.
Everywhere stew. Yeah.
So
nice.
For now, I'm very happy that you guys came over.
Yeah, thanks.
And then we don't.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the roundup with Niki Tall. A day with Niki Tall.
Yes.
So it's still BJ Kenny and DJ Big Fish. Oh yeah. We're gonna shout out our partners. We're gonna shout out Gorilla. Golden Gorilla. Shout out to you and Owusu brand in Finland. You can get the handles. It's on the screen. So yeah. Thanks for being a part of the journey so far.
All right, thank you, Niki Tall. We really appreciate you. Thanks
you guys
so
are
much.
welcome. So welcome.
Really